And we're ready for y'all.
Okay.
Okay.
Tommy?
Ladies and gentlemen, from Grassroots Comedy, the very funny Mr. Robert Mack!
Hello, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, please keep it down. Someone's got to follow me. We're running out of time. Thank you so much for coming today. I know you didn't have to. You could have stayed in like the people in the empty seats. So thank you for being here. This should be a lot of fun. And I want to emphasize should. I'm unsung comedy legend Robert Mack from robertmack.com and Grassroots Comedy, and we're very excited to be here today. It's a real thrill to be here for all of you because we are going to give a little summary of what we saw today. Nick asked us. Another hand for Nick, ladies and gentlemen. Those were the best cookies ever. Thank you so much, Nick. And I'm very excited because it's been a long day, I know. I took the metro here this morning. I call it the Comet because it comes once every 78 years. So it's nice to be here. I did manage to get a break and go outside, and it's beautiful. I can't believe the weather today because I'm an atheist, and we have trouble believing. But it's not as bad as my neighbor. He's agnostic. He doesn't know whether or not, if there's weather or not. We're excited because we have people all over the country as part of Grassroots Comedy who wanted to be involved today because they have some great ideas that combine technology with international development. And we have a video, so we're going to show a video from our remote team. And take it away, Alex.
I'm TEDx, and I work at the intersection of international development and technology, where the haves pretend to help the have-nots. Like that time we delivered all those refrigerators to developing villages before we realized they didn't have electricity. After that, a light bulb went off above our heads. But we couldn't see it because of the power thing. Oops. Lesson learned.
That's right, Ted. Hi, everyone. I'm Sal Freelion, and I'm excited to tell you that we've come up with something we think can really help those in need. And it's cutting-edge technology, pun intended, which will become apparent in a few seconds. Wait for it.
Self-slicing bread.
It's the best thing since, well, sliced bread, but more self-reliant. Without sliced bread, we wouldn't be able to enjoy the glory of sandwiches or avocado toast. But coming up with equally sized bread slices is no easy feat. You need cutting boards and serrated knives. It requires measuring and cutting, which requires both physical and mental energy. Did you know that too much bread slicing can lead to carpal tunnel? We didn't know either. But it seems possible. Plus, washing all those knives and cutting boards requires precious water. When does it ever end? Can't technology help? Well, say hello to self-slicing bread. Pieces of identical thickness every time, and it's cut to order so it's always fresh. And the technology behind it is amazing. A lightly toxic mesh interlace is baked inside the bread, creating electrical fields that allow the user, once logged in, to choose a bread thickness. A separate desktop interface is required to input the data, including the number of slices. Then, charged particles within the loaf will climb the electrical field to make the cuts, cauterizing along the way if you desire toast.
It's that simple, starting at $19.99 per loaf.
Please note, due to the nature of its consistency, only gluten-free breads are available at this time. Unused mesh remnants may need to be carved out with a special knife sold separately.
Self-slicing bread. The best thing since ever.
Let's get the director from Grassroots Comedy to come out. You know him as the journeyman. It's Chris Blackwood. Come on out, Chris. As I awkwardly stand behind him.
All right. Thanks so much, Robert. You guys, I'm a journeyer, and I was here today because I got a tip that right here, might be the answer for finding, finally, self-reliance. It's been a long journey, and still looking for it. Still looking forward, but got some really helpful tips today, thanks to the events of today. Frankly, I am inspired. It has been a long time since I've been in a space with so many optimistic people. It's great. I learned that you can turn things into a game and turn something that's complicated into something that's fun. So shout out to the Architects of Health board game people. Also, Citizen. Okay. That was the right thing to say to you. And really appreciated the citizen developer session as well. Among many other sessions, again, I am inspired. As many of us were today, I have to say, though, before we bring out the rest of the performers, in my journey, I have had a recent epiphany about what true self-reliance is. I just learned about this. It is a Costco membership. So I'm actually feeling pretty reliant right now. You can buy so much stuff there. You can buy an entire wheel of Parmesan cheese. I also bought a matching set of chandeliers and 5 years worth of pickled eggs. With that, I'd like to bring out another member of our team today who has been here all day, soaking it in and speaking with you. Please put your hands together for Tommy Simbazo, otherwise known as the Cryptolorian, a.k.a. the member from your favorite Daft Punk video.
Hi, everybody. I have to take this helmet off because I sat in one of the conferences. I sat in one of the panels wearing this for an hour, and I kept blacking out, and I had vision quests. It was like a sweat lodge. It was great. But also, there's two things I noticed here today. One, how many of you struggle to use a bottle opener at the free soda station? They might as well have put child safety locks on it because no one knew how to get the bottles off, and there's just a bunch of thirsty people standing around it. Secondly, I learned what is crypto, right? Now, crypto is basically like an imaginary friend that you can buy Fortnite skins with. And bullies can't steal it. That's the best part about it. Now, but I have a best friend. I have an imaginary friend's name's Carl. He wears a Superman t-shirt, a pimp hat, a cowboy boot, a roller skate, and a tutu. Okay? And he poops delicious tacos. At least I met him when I was passed out in that helmet during that conference. He kept whispering into my ear saying it's almost over. But now what else can crypto do? Now crypto, it can help in developing countries. It can help fill the gap that is formed by their own national currency. And the people can eat these poop tacos. They're delicious. They have cilantro. Anybody big fans of cilantro? Secondly, Carl, my best friend, can help with humanitarian aid, right? You can get the money where it needs to be when they need it. And right now, Ukraine needs Fortnite skins. That is the biggest thing they could use right now. And lastly, then this is the downside, Carl is unstoppable, okay? Carl gives a middle finger to regulations. He gives a middle finger to sanctions. Even bullies can't steal from Carl. But here is the point. Here is the moral of the story, is that Carl only has power if enough people believe in him, okay? So our future is crypto as long as we believe in Carl. All right, now shut up and eat your poop taco because you can't wash it down with soda. All right. You thirsty people. Coming up next to the stage, please welcome Anachronista Quaint, played by Violet Gray.
Thank you. Walking down here was like a third of my set, so I hope you enjoy. Yeah, I would like to, this conference has been amazing, and I love what you all are doing, and I'm glad that you are continuing to develop AI, because I don't know if you've been reading the news, but we need all the intelligence we can get. I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm sort of from the past. I was nervous. I usually do anime and video game conventions. And I actually came to this thing thinking, oh no, what if there are no nerds there? Imagine my surprise. There's even a board game about digital healthcare. That is the nerdiest thing I have ever seen. And I've seen a Deadpool costume cosplaying as Worf from Star Trek. I have seen an English to Klingon translation manual. And none of that is as nerdy as the things I've seen today. I guess what I'm saying is that you are definitely my people. I drove down here. Has anybody ever driven in a car before? Thank you. I now understand why people live in D.C. It's so they don't have to drive to D.C. Has anybody here ever seen that horror movie, The Ring? Is there anybody here who hasn't seen it? Okay, so The Ring, a famous horror movie, would never happen in D.C., and here's why. For those of you who don't know, it's a movie where you get an evil VHS tape, because it's a very old movie. And of course you get an evil VHS tape, you're gonna put it in, it's a horror movie, everybody's stupid, right? So you put it in and your screen goes black and a white ring appears, and then a creepy little girl calls you on the phone and goes, hello, 7 days. Then 7 days go by, and then the creepy little girl comes to kill you, right? Would never happen in this area, because you'd get the call, you'd hear the ring, hello, 7 days. Then 7 days would go by, then you'd get another call, hello, this is the creepy little girl from the ring. I'm stuck going in a loop around DuPont Circle. I'm gonna have to kill you some other time, this is bullcrap. Anyway, that is my time, and I thank you very, very much. And now I'm going to bring up your next comic with great pleasure. Please welcome Amanda Waller, also known as Bria Badeau.
Hello, everybody. I am Amanda Waller, aka Bria Badeau. I didn't get to see all of you today, but I did get to hang out with you all in the networking. And I'm sorry if I scared anyone if I told you that I run a covert team of assassins, because a lot of you were not prepared for that. But no, this is really great. I learned a lot in my short time being here. I don't know a lot about tech and cryptocurrency. Honestly, I thought a non-fungible token was something you couldn't buy mushrooms with. So, right over my head. But what I did learn about today was blockchain, and how all of those transactions can be traced and they're not deleted. So when I do get a husband and he does cheat on me, I can keep track of his whereabouts and spending. I think that is a great idea. Also, I saw a lot of different people. It's crazy, when I was younger, you would think people in tech, you think a bunch of guys with pocket protectors, but there's a lot of women out here, and I think that it's wonderful that the face of fintech is female. Granted, I like the inclusivity for all of it, but it's nice to see that, you know, there's more of us. So it makes me feel comfortable for the women coming up in the future. Speaking of the future, I'm going to take us back to the past by bringing out Thomas Edison, played by Chris Blackwood.
Hello, it is me, Thomas Edison, to wrap everything up for the day. I have to say, traveling here through time into the future, I am not that impressed with all the technology that I've seen at this conference, mainly because it all derives from me. So I would like to take credit for all of it. Also, the technology, frankly, it's pretty simple to learn. I myself created my own TikTok video earlier today that I would like to play for you all right now. Could we please roll the TikTok?
Mary had a little lamb whose fleece was... Mary had a little lamb whose fleece was white as... Hold on. Just a moment. This is easy. Okay. I'm on the screen now. I believe I'm on the screen. You can see me? Yes? Mary had a little lamb whose fleece was white as snow. And everywhere that Mary went, her flock was sure to go. See, TikTok. It's easy. I'm a TikToker.
There you have it. There you have it. Thank you. I'm a TikToker. It's all from me. All for me. And now, without further ado, I would like to bring up the person who made all of this happen, Mr. Nick Martin, with some closing words.
One more round of applause for these friends here. What a cool dimension to our journey today. So I just have a few very quick things to wrap up. Want to thank you all for coming. If we can load the slides I have got, we will do that. Had a couple photos from the day we wanted to share with you on stage. Maybe we can just flow through them. What great moments we had. Feels like so long ago. Look at that. Aww. Awesome. I realized I grabbed your mic, but I was also holding another mic. Oh well. Okay, this I thought was great because it is hybrid upon hybrid upon hybrid, and we're going to advance. And I do want to thank all the amazing groups that helped put this day together. Special shout out to USA Digital Impact Alliance and Chemonics, but specifically John O'Brien, Mingo Roberts, Ashley Fowler, Manisha, Nina, Victoria, Sheeran, Kristen, Thomas. Really well done. Huge credit to Kristen. I don't know, Kristen, if you're standing in this room or if you're probably not helping with Takedown, but she has been the driving force behind this experience for the past 3 months. Huge thank you to all of our incredible event staff and volunteers who dedicated so much time to making this event a success. And thank you to you all for joining us both in person and online. We couldn't have done this without you. So a huge thank you to our sponsors, to our gold sponsors, DAI, Premise, Google, and Palladium. Silver sponsors, Save the Children. Our happy hour sponsor, more on that, Bixel, in a second. I thought this was a great quote that started the day with, "The virtual world is now part of the real world." You heard it first here from Mark Messick, the Deputy Administrator of USAID. And if we can go to the next slide. Tomorrow, this is not over. We are going to have some fantastic sessions for y'all tomorrow. Starting at 7 a.m., we have Escaping the Consent Trap, have a great session called Burqa Avengers, how Ukraine is winning the war on information systems. CBDCs are going viral, and In Machines We Trust. So more great content and conversations to come all tomorrow. So with that, again, huge thank you to our Grassroots Comedy troupe here. Thank you guys. This was so much fun. And we are now headed to the happy hour to celebrate the day. So Bixel, huge thank you to you all for hosting. It will be at the Brig, which is a block and a half from here. It is a beautiful day, 70 degrees here in November in DC. So come join us. Should be a lot of fun. And then one more round of applause for all the great folks who helped make today possible. Thank you all so much for coming. We look forward to more tomorrow.